If you've ever searched for how to name objects in Tinkercad, here's the short answer right away. You cannot rename individual objects in Tinkercad the way you can in more advanced CAD software like Fusion 360 or AutoCAD. But don't worry, because there is still an important thing you can name, and there are a few smart workarounds that make your projects much easier to manage. In this video, I'll show you exactly what Tinkercad lets you name, what it doesn't, and the best ways experienced users stay organized anyway. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more quick and practical software guides. All right, let's get into it. First, let's clear up the main confusion. Tinkercad is designed to be beginner-friendly, simple, and easy to use, which means it does not include a feature for naming individual shapes or objects inside the workspace. So if you drag in a box, cylinder, cone, or any other shape, that object will keep its default label. For example, you may see names like box or cylinder, but those are fixed labels, not editable custom names. In other words, you cannot click a shape and rename it to something like left arm, motor mount, or base plate. That option simply is not built into Tinkercad. Now, what you can name is your design itself, also called the project name. This is actually very useful, especially if you're working on multiple Tinkercad projects and want to keep everything organized. To rename your design, open your project in Tinkercad and look at the top left corner of the screen. You'll see the current design name, which might be something generic like Cool Project 1 or Untitled Design. Click directly on that name. Once it becomes editable, type in your new project name. You can use something clear and descriptive, like Robot Base, Keychain Prototype, or Desk Organizer V2. After typing the new name, press Enter to save it. That's the main naming feature Tinkercad gives you, and for many users, that's all they really need. But if you're working with a more complex model and you wish you could label individual pieces, there are a few smart workarounds that experienced users rely on all the time. The first workaround is color coding. Since Tinkercad lets you assign different colors to different parts, you can use color as a visual naming system. For example, you could make the base red, the supports blue, and the top cover green. That way, even though the objects don't have custom names, you can still identify each part instantly just by looking at the design. This is especially helpful when you're building assemblies or learning how parts fit together. Another useful method is positioning. You can organize your design by keeping related parts close together and separating different sections in the workspace. For example, if you're designing a model with multiple components, place all the components for one section near each other and leave space between unrelated parts. This creates a cleaner workspace and makes it easier to understand your design at a glance. It may sound simple, but good layout organization can save you a lot of time when you come back to a project later. A third workaround is to duplicate with purpose. Instead of randomly copying shapes, keep your workflow structured. If you duplicate a part, move it into a logical area and use consistent color or placement patterns. This helps you track what each part is supposed to do, even without custom object names. In a way, you're creating your own organization system inside the design itself. Now, let's talk about why Tinkercad doesn't allow object naming in the first place. The answer is simplicity. Tinkercad is made for beginners, students, and quick 3D modeling tasks, so it intentionally avoids some of the more advanced features found in professional CAD software. Tools like Fusion 360 and AutoCAD are built for detailed engineering workflows, where naming components is important for large assemblies, product design, and manufacturing. Tinkercad, on the other hand, focuses on getting you designing quickly, without overwhelming you with too many advanced options. So if you were hoping to rename every object in Tinkercad, the answer is no, that feature is not available. But if your goal is to stay organized, the combination of project naming, color coding, smart positioning, and intentional duplication works very well. Once you start using those methods, you'll find that Tinkercad is still perfectly manageable, even for larger projects. If this video helped you understand how object naming works in Tinkercad, please give it a like and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this. And if you want, I can also show you more Tinkercad tips, tricks, and beginner-friendly workflows in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.